Welcome to North Sun Tabletop Games, and today we're going to do another combat test for the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. This time we're going to try a test between a rank 4 hero and two rank 2 villains. Our hero for today is going to be Ghost Spider. She is a rank 4 hero, 90 health, 90 focus, and she's going to be facing off against the Vulture. He's rank 2, 60 health, 30 focus, and Mysterio, rank 2 with 30 health and 60 focus. So a little mini 2 of the Sinister Six combat test to see how a rank 4 hero does against two rank 2 villains. So for the test, I've got their stats listed here, and ironically enough, they equal up to 90. So her health and focus is 90, and the combination of Mysterio's and Vulture's is also 90. So we will see how that plays out. Now to start the combat, we have this little warehouse here. So Ghost Spider is up here in the corner. She's going to be sneaking into the warehouse, and she's going to be dealing with the Vulture and Mysterio, these little metal minifig guys. So typically combat will start with an initiative roll, but before we do that, we are going to see if she is detected. So she's trying to sneak in. And one of the things I really like about the RPG, the book itself, is it has a very nice glossary index in the back. So if you have this on page 317, a lot of the keywords and the rules, not for everything, but things you might look up are in the back here. Gives you a really good definition and where to find it. So for example, I don't know if you can see that, but sneaking is there. So moving while sneaking halves the character's speed, and they can be spotted with a vigilance check against their agility defense. So let's see. She is sneaking in, which means she doesn't actually make a stealth roll. Instead, the villains will make a vigilance check against her agility. So let's see what their vigilance is. Let me just make sure. Yep, vigilance against agility. So you would think she'd be pretty hard to detect. So she's sneaking into the warehouse. Her agility defense is an 18. So we'll start with the Vulture. His vigilance, the 1, so he'll get a +1 to this roll. So he'll take his 3 dice. He needs to get an 18 to fear. 11, 12, 13, no shot. Same for Mysterio. He gets a +2 to his roll. So let's see if he notices. 10 + 2, 12, no. So neither one of them notice. So she'll continue to creep forward. She has a run of 6, so she can move 6 spaces. So we'll say she just moves over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And her Spider Strike has a range of 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or her web casting, I believe. So she's still a little bit too far away. So we'll say on her turn, she uses her full movement, plus maybe 3 more spaces to get a little bit closer as she climbs on top of those warehouse crates. We'll give these guys one more chance to see her. Needs an 18. Vulture, no chance. Mysterio, no chance. So neither one of them see her. Now she's in a position where she can attack. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's going to move 2 spaces closer and just perch herself on those crates. We'll check out her abilities. So she has an ability called webcasting, 10 space range, success. The character is paralyzed. If she gets a crit, they're paralyzed and pinned. So she is going to try to attempt to do webcasting on the Vulture. Now, when you're surprised in this game, instead of getting an extra initiative roll, you actually get, you find surprised. Characters. So this is also back here in the index. And I know that's having a little bit trouble focusing. Characters who are surprised by their opponents when combat starts cannot act in the bonus round. If a character is surprised later in the combat, the characters who surprise them have an edge on attacks against them for 1 round. Okay. So they are surprised. So we'll go ahead and roll initiative, and then she'll attack. She'll get an edge on her attack for 1 round. So we'll see if we are not 100% sure if that's how you would start it or if she would just webcast first. Let's have her make the webcast attack first, and then we'll have them roll initiative. So for that attack, it's going to be an agility attack for Ghost Spider. She's going to try to hit the Vulture. So her agility, she's rank 6. So she'll get like or she's rank 4. And let me see what she needs to beat his defense. His defense is only 12. So she needs to beat a 12. All right, so let's see what she gets. That's 12 right there. So she gets 15 plus her rank, which is 19, which is a hit. It is not a critical. So she will hit the Vulture, which will then make him paralyzed. So a character that's paralyzed is also back here in the index. Let's see right here. The character cannot move or take actions or use powers that require melee or agility. Their agility defense is reduced to 10 against ranged attack, and close attacks automatically hit them. So he gets webbed up. He yells out, we'll just put this little guy next to him to indicate that he is webbed up. Now the attackers start, the webs have out, they've seen her, they're like, Ghost Spider, they yell out. Now we'll roll initiative. So let's see what these guys get for their initiative. So Ghost Spider's initiative is +3, and it has an E there. That little E means she gets to roll with an edge. So let's see what she gets. Edge means you re-roll your lowest die or the die you choose, and you take the highest of the roll. Okay, so that's a fantastic success. This might be a quick fight. So she's got a fantastic success, which will count as a 6. So she's got a 10 right now. So use her edge to re-roll this 2. All right, so she's got a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus she gets to add 3 to that, 10. So she's got 13 for her initiative. And the edge means she gets to go in the bonus round. So she's got a 13. I'm just going to jot that down right there. Let's see what the villains get. All right, the Vulture is webbed up. He gets a +1 to his modifier. Since they were surprised, they cannot activate in the bonus round, which is unfortunate because he also got a Marvel. So he got 11, 12, 13, 14. +1 is 15. So he's got a 15. If he was not surprised, he would have been able to act in the bonus round, but he is, so he cannot. And let's see. Mysterio gets 2, 3, 4. So he's really slow on the uptake. And he has a +2 modifier, so 6. All right. So it is going to be. All right. Vulture is going to be number 1, followed by Ghost Spider number 2, then Mysterio number 3 in the initiative, and Ghost Spider will get to activate in the bonus round. So we'll see. She might take these guys out pretty quick. So now that initiative has started, the Vulture has combat training. He has an ability. Let's see, what is his ability called? Combat reflexes. So on your turn for a standard action, you get a standard action, a move, and you get a reaction. So now that we are starting initiative, let's talk about taking a turn. So this is what you can do on your turn. You get a movement, you get a standard action, and a number of reactions. Usually it's one. Some people have abilities that give them more than one reaction, and reactions are usually triggered by different things. Let's see, for your standard actions, you can attack, dodge, escape. Let's just say grab, not grab. Who knows what grab is? Help, move, or you can use a power. Most of the time, we'll probably be using a power. And let's see, reactions, you can escape, fastball special, help a teammate, and then there's some other ones here that are a little bit different and use a reaction power. For the purposes of this test, we'll mostly be doing escape and using reaction powers. Okay, so we'll start in the bonus round. Now, Vulture has a reaction that he can use to try to escape. So he needs to roll a 20 to break free of the webs. A 20 melee, which will be a little bit difficult for him because his melee is only, he gets a +3 to that. So he has to roll pretty high to use his first reaction. And he's using the escape reaction. So escape is a standard reaction. Anybody can do it. So he's going to use it immediately instead of waiting for his turn to try to break free. We got a 12 +3, 15. That's not enough. So he's stuck in the webs. He's not going to do anything else. You can use your reaction to interrupt the initiative. So now we'll go to the top of the round. So this is the bonus round because she rolled a fantastic success on the Marvel die. So even though she's second in initiative order, she gets to go in this bonus round because her reflexes have honed her. Whenever you roll a fantastic success, you can go early. So Ghost Spider is going to probably try to end this quickly because why not? And she has a swing movement that's pretty high. Grab her little printout here. So she can do swing line move of 18. So I think with the Vulture being webbed up, she's going to 18 swing over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's going to get right up in his face. And she is going to, let me see if I can get a slightly different view of these guys. Be up close and personal. Yeah, she's going to swing right over in the Vulture's face. And for her standard action, she is going to use a power. And let's see what's a good power to take him out with. She has, let's see, what does she have? Let's see, does she want to do Spider Strike? Crit is a full damage and paralyzed. Yeah, so she's gonna do her spider strike. Half damage on the attack or focus on one enemy. Critical is full damage and paralyzed. After attack, she can run, jump, or climb half for free. So she will do that. All right, so she's gonna do an agility attack. She's gonna get add her rank to this roll. Let's make sure that she doesn't have. Let's make sure she doesn't have any other ability that I'm forgetting about before we roll these dice. Let's see, Ghost Spider. Gee, sorry for the delay here. Her printout didn't quite come out right. Okay, so for Ghost Spider, we'll go ahead and, oh, it looks like, oh, this camera froze. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go back to the top. I don't know why that froze. Okay, for Ghost Spider, okay, agility is 6. Okay, so she'll add 6 to the roll. And since he's paralyzed, a melee attack against a paralyzed victim, I believe she only needs to roll a 10. Let's see what she gets. Wow, that is a fantastic success. 11, 12, 13. Looks like her agility is 6. That's definitely a hit. He's going to take full damage and he's going to be paralyzed. So to calculate the damage, we're going to look at the character's damage multiplier. And she rolled the Marvel die. So 6 times 4 is 24, plus 6 is 30 points of damage on a fantastic success and paralyzed. So then we'll go over to the Vulture. He does have 60 health. So he is down to half of his life. And he's paralyzed. Yeah. Okay. And then for Ghost Spider, she can now continue have her movement. So we'll say she'll just back up 1, 2, 3, 4, get on top of these crates. So she's just not right in front of him. That will be her turn in the bonus round. Next up, we'll go to the top of the regular round. So it's the Vulture. Now he used a reaction when he first got webbed. He has one more reaction left and his standard action. So he's going to try to escape again. 13. That is not enough. So his reaction, he is still struggling to get out of the webs. He has to roll a 20. It's going to be really hard for him to break free. He will then use his standard action to try to break free. That is also not enough. So he is still stuck in the webs. So when he's paralyzed, he can't move or do any attacks that use melee or agility. Which for him, since he's a physical based character, he can't really do anything else to get out of this situation. Let me just make sure here. Yes, I don't see anything on his sheet that will help him. So he used his second reaction, so that's gone. And he used his standard action to try to get out. He can't move. He doesn't have any ranged attacks. So he's stuck. That's the end of his turn. Now we're back to Ghost Spider. Right? So Ghost Spider went in the bonus round. She had the second highest initiative. So again, while he's webbed up, she's just going to swing over here and try to punch him in the face again. That's definitely a hit. A 6 times 24, that's 30 more damage. So 2 quick swings, 30 more damage. He has KO'd the Vulture already. in the beginning of the first round. So he's down. He is down, and she can use the rest of her movement. She only moved to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and she'll perch on these crates and get ready to deal with Mysterio. All right, so Mysterio only has 30 health. It is his turn in the initiative order. So let's see what Mysterio can do. So Mysterio is going to use his action and he is going to spend 5 focus to create an animated illusion. And it's his logic versus Ghost Spider's ego defense. All right, so he'll do 5 focus. Down to 55. And the room will start to fill up with the green Mysterio mist. He lets his little chemical compounds and stuff like that come out, and he's going to try to create this illusion. So logic versus ego defense. So Ghost Spider's ego defense is she has a 12. And Mysterio's logic, he needs to beat a 12. He gets +2 on the logic check. So let's see. 6, 7, 8. Marvel die, fantastic success. +2. So that's 12 exactly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 2 is 12. So he creates an illusion. And she is going to believe it. So let's say he's going to create the illusion of the lizard. Another little lizard minifig. And the lizard's going to pop out behind her. That's going to be his standard action. So let's go back and look in this glossary real quick. The illusion doesn't do any damage. It's basically to distract her. The false image created by magic or technology. Okay. And now that she sees the illusion there, she is going to have to make a roll on her turn to see if she believes it. So illusion is mentioned on page 69 and page 281. Let me just go to 69 real quick and see if it says anything extra about this illusion. All right, 69, illusion. Okay, we'll just look at this. When a character casts an illusion, the player should describe the illusion in detail. What does it look like? If it makes sound, what does it sound like? If it can move, how does it move? Most characters believe in the illusion they witness. They have reason to. They can try to disbelieve an illusion. It requires a logic check against the ego defense of the character who created the illusion. Okay. So Ghost Spider thinks that that lizard is her old pal Peter Parker from her universe. So she is going to believe it. And logic against the ego defense. So her logic is +2. And the ego defense of Mysterio is 15. So we'll see if she believes it. She does. So she's going to be like, what are you doing here? I have to stop you. Okay. That's it for Mysterio's turn. So for his movement, let's see, that's his standard action. He's not going to do anything with his movement. He's going to stay there. And then reactions. Let's see. He has a reaction called Help Teammate. Let's see if that would be useful. Reactions. Let's see. Let's see if Help Teammate is in the index. That one I'm not sure, but if it's not, we can look up reactions. Nope, I don't see Help Teammate. So instead, let's look for reactions. Reaction, page 31. And we'll see if help teammate is something he can do to try to get the Vulture back up. A teammate, okay, fails an action check. Nope, teammate gains an edge. That is not going to help. Okay, I believe there is helping out a target character. Nope, that is not it. I know that there's recover action. Let me just try to find recover and see if he can do anything to help with that. He might have to spend a karma though. Recovery check, 1 point of karma to make an action check to recover health or focus. Okay, so he doesn't have any karma unless we had him do a monologue, which he has not done. Okay, so that'll be Mysterio's turn. He creates the illusion. Ghost Spider believes it. Now we're back up to Ghost Spider. So she's going to spend her turn. She failed the logic check, so she has to do something about this. She believes Lizard is real, even though it's just an illusion. And let's see, what is she going to do? She is going to try to do her webcasting on the Lizard. So she'll swing back here, closer to Mysterio. Caught up in the illusion. She'll do her webcasting. That's a fantastic success. But the webs are going to kind of pass through the illusion, or we'll say that she hits it, but the illusion looks like it breaks free of the webs. She has to stay focused with it. She won't do anything else on her turn, and we'll see if she recognizes the illusion when we come back to her. All right. In the meantime, Mysterio is going to attack her from behind. She's going to be surprised. He is going to do a dazzle attack. So that costs 5 focus. And we'll say Mysterio will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll kind of move over here secretly. He'll spend 5 more focus. That takes him down to 50. He's going to do a 50 focus if I wasn't showing that. He's going to do a dazzle attack against Ghost Spider, and dazzle is going to try to blind her. So that attack is, it's blind for 1 turn. On a fantastic success, it also does damage. So it's his ego versus her vigilance. So her vigilance defense is 13. And his ego is 5. So he'll get a +5 to the roll. He needs to beat a 13. But Ghost Spider, I think she has an ability. Let me see if she has something that gives trouble against vigilance attacks. Yes, so because of her spider sense, and I just have my little cheat sheet here. Her spider sense enemies have trouble against vigilance. Okay, so he's gonna have trouble. He gets a +5 to the roll. He needs to get a 13. So Mysterio is gonna try to dazzle her. All right, so 2, 3, and 2. That's 6, 7, 8 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that would be a hit. Now he has trouble, so he has to re-roll a die. The lowest are the 3s. I guess you can have a re-roll this. Now, when you have trouble, you re-roll, but yes, you still have to keep the lowest. So even if I roll higher, it's not like he gets to take the higher value. So 6, so this would go away. He'd have to keep the 3, but he still hits. So it's not a fantastic success, but he does blind Ghost Spider. So a flash of light catches her in the eyes while she's focused on that illusion of the lizard. Now, again, as I mentioned, like the index glossary is pretty good. You don't always have to flip all the way through the book. If this would focus, blinded. Any power that requires sight in the character's speed is reduced by half. Have trouble on action checks that require sight, and enemies have an edge on all action checks against them that require sight to defend against. So she is going to have trouble next round, and the blindness lasts for 1 round. All right. So on this turn, we're back to the top of the round. We're gonna have Ghost Spider. She's gonna make her logic check versus the ego defense. So she needs to get a 15 to see if she sees through this lizard illusion. She does not. And in fact, I would have given her trouble because now she's blind. So yes, she does not see through it. So I think what she'll do is she'll just blindly cast webs in that direction. She's still gonna be attacking him. She would have had trouble on the roll, so she would have re-rolled the 5. She would have kept the 5. That would have been 8, 9, 10, 11. So that technically would have hit again. But again, she just sees the lizard breaking through her webs, rushing to attack her. And with that, we'll say Mysterio positions the illusion so that she ends up next to Mysterio. That way he'll be able to attack her on his next turn. Okay. All right. Let's see if this focuses. Okay, there we go. All right. So now she's blinded. Mysterio is going to have an edge on his attack. So we'll say Mysterio has some type of ray gun weapon that he uses to blast, which will be an agility attack. He doesn't have it. He has all illusion, so he doesn't really have any type of illusory thing, but he is an inventor. He does have tech reliance, so we'll say that he has some type of energy weapon that he uses to attack her. He'll get an edge on the roll. Basic, well, she's right there. We'll say it's basic melee, like some type of power glove, and he tries to hit her in the back of the head to knock her out. All right, that is pretty good. He also has an edge. 12, 13, 14, 15. He gets 16, 17. She gets her melee defense is 18. So her he still's gonna miss her. So her spider sense kicks in, he whiffs on the swing. And then he is gonna move out a little bit more. And that'll be it for his turn. We'll go back to her logic check. She needs to be the 15. 10, 11, 12. Her logic is +2, 13, 14. She still does not beat it. So she's still fighting with this thing. And while she's doing that, Mysterio is going to use his action on his turn. And he is going to do mirror images. So let's see what mirror images does. So for that power, I believe 4 to 5 duplicates appear. Mirror images. Mirror images. Okay. It costs 10 focus. The character creates 1 sound at sight illusory duplicate of themselves per rank. The duplicates look and sound exactly like them. They start in the same space as the character and instantly move into any open space around them up to 2 spaces away. The duplicates can move. So it costs 10 focus. He's rank 2. So there's going to be 2 Mysterio duplicates out here. We'll just say, let's see. I have some dice over here. What can I use for Mysterio duplicates? Or let me see. Do I have some more little metal figs? They don't look like Mysterio, but we'll pretend that these little metal figs are so Mysterio. All right, so we'll say that's a duplicate of Mysterio. See if I can we'll say that's a duplicate of Mysterio. Okay, so he casts Mirror Image. That's 10 more focus for him. Takes him from 50 down to 40. And Mysterio's illusions are doing surprisingly well. I mean, if I actually had maybe a bunch of henchmen or some other things like that in this mission, she might be having more trouble, but he's at least surviving a bit longer. That's going to be it for his turn. We're back to Ghost Spider. She needs a 15. Can she finally see through the illusion? 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, attacking that eagle, she does not. She still needs a 15. And let me just make sure her spider sense doesn't give her anything with that. A spider says enemies have trouble against vigilance, edge and vigilance to perceive danger. No, she is not using her vigilance. Okay, so she continues to fight this guy. And Mysterio will take a shot at her with his energy weapon. She's really hard to hit with an 18. His best bet would be to try to escape. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The blindness only lasted for 1 round, so she is not blinded anymore. That's a miss. Go back to Gold Spider. 10, 12. They're still battling, fighting. And then Mysterio will kind of back up a little bit over here. I think what he'll do is he will cast Dazzle again on her. So +5. Or I'm sorry, not +5. That costs 5 focus. He's going to try to blind her again. And that attack is against her. Dazzle, let's see. Dazzle goes against blind for 1 turn. Ego versus Vigilance. Okay, so this is against her Vigilance. He does get trouble with that. So this time the blindness doesn't work because we would have kept the 2. We'll go back over to Ghost Spider. He gets 10 plus 2 is 12. Still nothing. Still fighting with the lizard illusion. And in fact, I think just to spice it up, we'll say that this illusion is covering up some type of android that basically has the ability to attack her physically. So we'll have the lizard roll an attack. We'll make it just another like a rank 2 robot. It'll get 2 added to this roll. It still has to be the 18, but yeah, that way Mysterio will have a little bit more damage to deal with. So 10, 12, 14. She's not blinded. It would have trouble, so it'd have to re-roll the lowest. Yep, so that's a miss. So Ghost Spider is really hard to hit. One of the advantages is the illusion is keeping her occupied. So let's say we were doing a scenario of some type. This would give Mysterio time to escape, which he may do just to kind of show it as part of the gameplay. Or if there were some objectives, maybe there's a bomb he's trying to trigger or something like that, he would kind of have time to do that while she's stuck fighting with this guy. So we'll do one more round, see if anything happens. Otherwise, Mysterio will kind of get away, and we'll call that the end of the combat test. All right, so this time to see through the illusion, she got an 11, 12. Plus 2 is 14, so she still needs a 15 to beat his ego. Yep, his ego defense is 15. So yeah, she's really struggling to see through that. Continues to fight the robot. She'll take a swing at it. We'll give the robot 30 life. So she is going to do, I think she has a strike she can do. We'll have her do a spider strike. 14, that would hit. 5 plus the 14. So spider strike gives half damage. So she's rank 4, so that's going to be 20. So 5 times 5 is 25, plus 4 is 29. almost 30 damage. So we'll say 16 damage. So this is half dead as she hits it, but she doesn't break the illusion. All right. Then we're back to Mysterio. He'll take another laser blast at her. Still can't hit. 8, 9, 10, 11. He's seeing the futilities in his attack. So he's going to start trying to escape. And I think his mirror images have to stay within 2 spaces of him. All right. And then we'll give her one more chance to break the illusion. 8, 9. She does not. She'll attack the lizard. 6, 7, 8. Plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 should be enough. So 3 times 4 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we'll say she destroys the robot, but the illusion is still going to seem like it gets back up, or it's going to start looking like Peter Parker and she's going to be trying to help him revive. Then on the next round, Mysterio, we'll say he escapes. And that would be the end of our sample test. So it looks like some of the observations, clearly rank 4 versus rank 2, she didn't have any trouble taking out the Vulture. And in fact, if Mysterio had some more firepower, so his, ego-focused attacks really worked well against her, at least to kind of slow her down. Like if he had backup, some type of weapons, or we had made up like some type of death trap type of scenario, lasers or whatever, it seems like he would have done pretty well against her just because she couldn't. And again, with the rolling, she had trouble passing that ego check. So interesting. I thought that the combat might go pretty fast, but it seems like um I thought she would take them out pretty fast, but it looks like, excuse me one second here. Sorry about that. But she was really able to kind of she got bogged down in the fight with the lizard. So all right. I think that's gonna be it for today. So these are little minifigs. I got this box of superhero minifigs from Amazon. If anybody's interested in that, I'll put some links in the description below for Amazon affiliates. Really appreciate any help with supporting the channel. I also have an X-Men box that I haven't opened up yet, but they're decent. I mean, they're not, it's not like resin miniatures or plastic, but they're good for superhero games if you just want to have some cheap Marvel heroes to use. This battle map, this is just it's a called Loke Giant Book of Battle Maps, and this one is the Cyberpunk Battle Map book. So it's got some good cityscapes, a blank grid, buildings, things like that. I'll put a link in the description below for this as well. And then I'll add something. I'll also put a link for the Marvel dice if you guys want the Pokemon Marvel dice. They feel pretty good. I really like these dice. Okay. And I think that's it. So the villain got away. He was able to take one down. Feel free to leave comments below. Please like and subscribe and have a great day. Thank you.